Assalamualaikum students, hope you are doing good. This is our today's lesson, but before starting it, I would like to give a brief review of my previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we have discussed the effect of burning of fossil fuels on climate and the deforestation on the climate. So I told you that as the fossil fuels, just like the petroleum, natural gas, coal will increase and their burning will increase, they will start to increase the pollution in the environment that will result in the increase in the temperature of the climate. I gave you the example of the Kareem and Uber, that as the Kareem and Uber services, though they are facilitating us a lot, but as the number of the vehicles in our country has increased, so it has resulted into the changing of the climate. Deforestation, I told you that trees are known as the lungs of our earth. They provide us the oxygen and also absorb the carbon dioxide. They do the dual function and they are really the blessing of the god. But if we cut down the forest and if we increase the process of the deforestation, so what it happens, it usually results in the cutting down of the forest result into the increase of the pollution, because that if there will be no trees, there will be no oxygen, there will be no absorption of the carbon dioxide, and the temperature of the earth will be increased to alarming situation. So now today we will discuss the ways how we can reduce the effect of climatic change. Be energy efficient. Use less electricity. Turn off the lights when nobody is in the room. Use energy efficient lighting. Obviously, it is often observed that we really waste our energy. I really observe at some homes that if there is no one in the room, but all the lights are on, all the fans are on, and even the TV is on. So when you go out of the room, switch off all the light. Use the energy saver to uh, uh, decrease its energy. Save water by turning off taps when not in use. Water is such a blessing of Allah Ta'ala, but if we will use it, we'll get short of our water reserves. So it's always suggested that when you are not using water, so please turn off your taps to save it. Completely turn off electrical appliances such as computers and television when they're not used. If you have done your using your computer, if you have watched your TV program, so kindly switch it off. It will also save your energy that will be used for other purposes too. Plant more trees because trees absorb carbon dioxide. I i i always suggest to plant more and more trees. They do not only absorb the carbon dioxide from our atmosphere, but they also provide us the fresh air. They also provide us the oxygen. Walk or use a bicycle rather than traveling in vehicles whenever you can. So what is the purpose of using the bicycle instead of the vehicle? Is a purpose that if we use a bicycle, it does not the fuels will not be used in it. And what can we do? It will be the pollution will be decreased, and there will be the more amount of the pure air to us. Dry clothes under the sun instead of using the clothes dryer, because if your clothes are properly dried, they will also be reduce the climatic change. Recycle paper, metal, glass, and some plastic can be. Now it has been observed in our country that our prime minister has prohibited the use of the plastic bag. Why he has done so? Because plastic is creating a lot of pollution. It has totally changed the climate. So always use the material that will be the recycled. Do not just bin it. Buy less plastic when photocopying or printing. Use both sides of paper. While photocopying, use both sides of the paper. So just try to use the paper. Save the paper. Wash clothes in warm or cold water. Use the minimum amount of detergent for washing, as more detergent means more rinsing. Beware of what happens to your rubbish. Keep stuff out of the landfill sites. Kitchen and garden waste can be composed. So it doesn't matter कि आपने अपना घर साफ किया और बाहर गंद डाल दिया. So always be aware of what happens to your rubbish. Keep it. And today we have an exercise, so I'll be sharing it to you. Thank you.